Well, the Josh is an all-time high at the forward base along the line of control. Times now has gained rare access to the men on the front lines. You get to see them now, and you get to see how proud we all are of them. Among them is an officer from the Army Air Defence shedding light on the indomitable akashteer system, India's formidable eye in the sky, designed to neutralize aerial threats with precision and speed. And this is something that we've all witnessed in the recent Operation Sindoor. Look how it actually works on ground.
First, let's talk about what does AD do for our viewers.
First of all, I would like to bring the attention that the AD has been continuously on surveillance about the airspace. The enemy, it will be using all its measure using the drones, any aerial platform that will be entering into the Indian airspace, that will be effectively engaged by the AD. So for that purpose, we have to be 24/7 into the alert mode, and the air sentries have to be placed so that they can keep us continuous surveillance around the airspace. We have air sentries for that, we have tactical radars for that, and in coordination with the Air Force, we'll be doing our work for that.
Officer, if I may ask, if you can just give us a brief of what exactly an air defense system look like or means. Many people right now is talking about air defense. For the first time, it's a buzzword on social media. Every nook and corner of the country is talking about India's air defense and how it ensured that not a single drone hits the target in our territory.
See, if we see the recent conflicts about everywhere around the world, the only possible solution to that was the AD. A strong AD comes from a strong backbone of communication, and that has been provided by the akashteer. Now, the akashteer has been developed by India itself, which have been very helpful in providing us the real information at the ground level. That you see, that's the troop CP which have been placed. That's the akashteer. And now, whatever
we can just walk with you, and for our viewers, we'll show. So akashteer is something that is being said that it's an indigenously made weapon, and it's an integration that helps various air defense instruments to function in time. If you can elaborate on that.
Exactly. What we are getting over here is, see, the radars of the Air Force and the Army AD have been deployed. They have been continuously doing the surveillance. If any of the radar which have been catching any of the targets, that would be straight away passed on to these troop CPs. There have been screen placed on that. On the map, we'll be getting the exact location from where the aircraft will be taking off, and from where they'll be taking their path. And with the help of that, we'll be placing our radars and our guns in that particular direction, and then they'll be engaging that.
This is akashteer system. This is your radar. That's your gun. Your gun also fires independently without akashteer as well?
Yes. After the recent upgradation from the bill, that gun is getting its own integrated fire control system, which have enabled that gun to fire both day and night and engage the target effectively.
So how have your time been in last 2 weeks? There have been about 500 plus air vehicle, unmanned air vehicles that have come in?
As of now, we'll not be disclosing the location and the number of drones that we have been engaging, because that's a confidential information. But yes, the past 10 to 15 days have been very hectic. The troops have been continuously working day and night. And as I said, that AD have to be on surveillance from 24/7. So they have been continuously doing that.
Now, we also got an inside look at the artillery deployed by the Indian Army during Operation Sindoor. This is nothing but sheer firepower that underscored the might and the preparedness of our forces on ground. Take a look.
So what you're seeing on your screen right now is artillery guns of Indian Army opening their barrels on the enemy. Remember, during Operation Sindoor, while the short arm, small arm firing, the ceasefire violations begin just after Pahalgam attack, and when after the CCS on 23rd of April, India took punitive action against Pakistan, including putting the Indus Water Treaty into abeyance. The small arm firing began from 23rd of April itself. After the 7th of May, when India knocked down about 9 terror bases, terror launch pads in POK as well as Pakistan, including the Lashkar headquarters in Muridke and Jaish headquarters in Bahawalpur, these small arms firing converted into further escalation, and that's when the artillery firing started happening from the Pakistani side. These guns, I'll ask my camera person Himanshu to show you. These guns were the guns that were the first to fire and showcase that what India was prepared for. The RT guns opened on 7th morning, and since then it kept on firing till understanding was approached by India and Pakistan on 10th of May. On 10th of May as well, there were RT firings. By 12th, it was finally decided between the two countries that the hostilities on the border, LOC and IB, will be ceased. The understanding right now is in place. Things are better at the border, but it is fragile. The Indian Army is all prepared. They are in their operation preparedness, operation deployment. What you're seeing on your screen is just one glimpse of it. From here in Jammu Kashmir at a forward base next to the line of control, from where Indian RTs opened their barrels to answer the violations that were happening from the Pakistani side. Here in Jammu and Kashmir with camera person Himanshu Verma, Rishabh Marvin Pratap for Times Now.
Well, right from the forward base, we bring you a closer look at the artillery that struck deep, targeting a brigade headquarters across the border and sending the Pakistani forces into disarray.
What you're seeing on your screens are the forward RT bases of Indian Army in Chinar Corps, the 15th Corps in the north of Jammu and Kashmir. Where we are right now is one such forward base from where the RTs were fired. Remember, these RTs were fired not only till the LOC, but these RTs did inflict damage at the brigade headquarters in Pakistan as well. In POK, from here on, about 50 to 100 kilometers of locations of military establishment of Pakistani army were targeted in response to unprovoked ceasefire violation that began just after Pahalgam attack on 22nd of April, the moment India CCS, the Cabinet Committee on Security, decided that there will be punitive action against Pakistan. Diplomatically, the small arms firing began on 7th when India targeted 9 bases of the terror launch pads and terror headquarters, including the Murid-K of Lashkar-e-Toiba and Bahawalpur headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed, the two most dreaded terror organizations that operate from Pakistan. These small arm firings converted into RT shelling from the line of control on the other side, and that's when the Indian Army swung into action, well prepared to ensure that they respond, and they respond in the most appropriate way. And this is what the response was. From here on, about 50 to 100 kilometers were targeted. Pakistan Army's brigade headquarters were targeted as well. The response was such, the RT response was such that an intercept talked about a commander on the other side telling his troops that पहले जान बचाओ दफ्तर बाद में खोलेंगे. There were intercepts as well which talked about how he left the brigade headquarters, went back deep into Pakistan and was in a mosque praying for his life. That's Indian Army for you all. Here in Jammu and Kashmir with camera person Himanshu Verma, Rishabh Marvin Pratap for Times Now.